Good morning and happy Friday. We're sure that you tuned into 3+U simply because it's a fun show to watch. But how do you beat this open? This is Bebop. She is the relatively new puppy, 12 weeks old, right? Yes. Of our co-worker Ashlyn Fowler and her boyfriend. And we have had the great chance the last few weeks to talk with Lisa Waggoner at Cold Nose College. So Ashlyn has just joined right in the fun, and she's been training Bebop along with Lisa's tips. So they are all three joining us this morning. We're going to kick things off with you though, Lisa. How fun is this to get to watch it happen firsthand?
You know what? It's absolutely joyful. It's why I still have passion with my job for all these years, is every time you see a dog and their person learn together, it's always exciting because the learning happens and then the bond continues to develop.
So I'm not sure if I should say this, but I will. I was actually a little bit skeptical, and I wonder, Ashlyn, if you were. I feel bad holding your puppy.
Oh, no, you're fine. I'm glad she's liking other people.
With the idea of being able to successfully train a dog when you're not face-to-face with the trainer. But Lisa provides these tips, and you took it and ran with it.
Yes, she sent me the book. Thank you, Lisa, for that. And then she also gave me her email, so I have her email if I have any questions. And I've sent her video of Bebop training, and she just kind of tells me, like, yes, and now do this. So it's really nice, and she's there for me through it all.
You've been very dedicated, and we watched as what is it that you're calling it? Is it not catch and release? What do you call it, Lisa?
No, it's the check-in game. So it's phase one of the foundation exercises for the rocket recall exercises that are in my book. So when you want to train anything, it's really important that you have your dog's or puppy's attention first, and then you can proceed into training. So these foundation behaviors that Ashlyn and Bebop are working on really set the foundation for then building upon other things, not only recall, but anything Ashlyn wants to teach Bebop. She'll have that attention and then be able to train what comes next.
So what I remember, tell me if I'm right, is that the first part of the check-in game you did perfectly. You were in your apartment, you'd teach her what to do, and she did it, right?
She was she loves treats. So once she realized the treat was involved, she's like, okay, so I know what I need to do. We put in some distractions, and she understood that she still needed to come back to me. Around the apartment, she does good, but she is scared of cars. So going outside, she won't take a treat right now. She's so focused on her surroundings that it's kind of hard to tell her, like, yes, you're doing good, when she won't take the treat and understand that she's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
So I guess, Lisa, that's a good thing, bad thing, because you want your dog to be afraid of cars.
So here's the thing that's wonderful, is Ashlyn is really observant of Bebop's behavior. So that's important. You know, a dog guardian needs to understand what's going on with my puppy. And Ashlyn also understands, thankfully, that because Bebop won't take food, that's problematic. That means Bebop's either overly aroused, or in this case, by her body language, Ashlyn can probably tell she's a little unsure if she's scared of those cars. So what's important in any training is to keep the animal we're working with feeling physically and emotionally safe. So how do we do that with cars outside? It depends, Ashlyn. I don't know how your home and yard is situated, but if you can move as far away as possible from even the sound of those cars, so forget the sight, we don't want her to see the cars, but move further away and see if she will take food then. Experiment with your food. It may be that you need to increase the value of the food in that situation. But what's really important is that we need for her to be able to take food in the presence of whatever distraction it is.
Okay.
If indeed you can't move away from the sound of those cars, and even the sound tends to bother her, you want to record the sounds of those cars and then play those sounds inside while you're training. So she gets used to hearing the sounds inside in that comfortable environment before you go back outside again.
So you could not see Ashlyn, but when you said that about recording the sounds, I looked at her and she went, oh. So that's one of those things that you would never think to do that on your own.
No, I wouldn't, just because I think, I was just like, it's her safe. Like, I wouldn't think to get the recording of it because she's just hanging out. We don't think about outside noises really bothering her inside.
Yeah.
So
That would never have
yeah.
dawned on me either. Okay, so Lisa, you talk about distractions. Keaton is behind you, totally crashed. No distractions there. But you know, it's still a puppy, relatively. So how's your training going with Keaton?
So but just truly, even while we were logged on and waiting to meet, he was a little fractious. He was busy, and I gave him a little tug toy to chew on for a little while. Puppies have to chew. It's how they explore their world, and we need to give them legal things to chew on. So he chewed on this a little bit and then just chilled right out. He also had about a 10 or 15 minute romp around our pasture this morning, so he got his exercise out. So yeah, now he's choosing to lay down, which is nice. He usually goes down about this time after our walk, but training is going really, really well with him. He's just a joy to work with. And, you know, before we end, maybe I'll wake him up and we can work with him. Let me say one more thing that I want to add for Ashlyn and all the dog
Hey,
guardians.
Lisa, I've got 30 seconds just to help you with time.
Choice is important. So relative to Bebop, giving her choice. If she shows that she's uncomfortable with something, let her make the choice to move away from it. Don't ever make your dog get close to something that they're not comfortable with.
We will definitely take that and run with it. We will put those noises in the house and get her better used to some car noises and everything.
And we'll check in again. Lisa, this is so much fun. I feel bad occupying your Friday morning so many times, but this is fun.
I love it. It's joyful. Thank you. And Ashlyn, if you need anything this week, just let me know. We'll help you through it.
Awesome. I will. Thank you.
Okay, so now you see how it works. You can find Lisa and her husband Brad at Cold Nose College. They're in Murphy, but they can come to you via the power of Zoom and that type of thing. Their phone number is 828-644-9148. Online, coldnosecollege.com. 2 cute puppies on the show this morning. Thank you, everybody.